Hi, my name is Nurul Faatihah binti Noruddin. Today I would like to present about the topics on the issue in slum and squatter eradication program in Malaysia. And before we go detail on the issue, let me show you what is the slums and what is the squatter.
Estimates that nearly 1 billion people call slums home. For some cities, about 80% of the population lives in a slum. In the coming years, numbers of slum dwellers worldwide are only set to rise. Why do so many people live in slums? Well, first of all, what is a slum? Well, the UN defines them as having 5 specific characteristics. They usually lack permanent housing, sufficient space for inhabitants, clean water access, appropriate sanitation, and personal safety. Many slums are located on the outskirts of towns and are poorly constructed without any housing authority regulations. People live in urban slums in order to access more work opportunities. However, the work is often not enough to fully extricate them from the cycle of poverty. A majority of slum dwellers live on mere dollars per day. Statistics
slum and squatters, it happens because of the failures of the governance, and the reasons why it happens because of the limited of resources, insufficient distributions of wealth, low awareness shown in the political aspects, and informal settlement, and lastly, corruption practice.
Taking office, Malaysia's Prime Minister Najib Razak has been implicated in a number of bizarre corruption scandals involving private jets, priceless works of art, the Saudi royal family, a Martin Scorsese film, and billions of dollars of state funds. In November 2016, thousands of people flooded the streets of Malaysia's capital, Kuala Lumpur, calling for his resignation. So where did all this start? How corrupt is Malaysia's Prime Minister?
Besides that, the first issue occurred in the failures of the governance is of course from the failure of policy, law and delivery system as well as national and urban policy. The next issue occurs is due to the low interest shown in political will and informal settlement to overcome this issue committedly and continuously.
Menerusi kenyataan media, Kementerian Kemajuan Luar Bandar dan Wilayah KKLW peruntukkan sejumlah RM331.1 juta bagi pelaksanaan projek PPRT yang diluluskan di bawah bajet 2017. Pembinaannya di setiap parlimen dan daerah diagih dengan saksama terutama melibatkan keperluan setempat. Bagi keperluan PPRT, dalam bajet 2018, KKLW telah mengemukakan permohonan peruntukan berdasarkan keupayaan pelaksanaan kepada agensi pusat.
Malaysia just had its first ever opposition victory. We're talking about a whole new government. Following an election result that surprised even longtime analysts in the region, Najib Razak stepped down as Prime Minister in May 2018 to cede power to a man who not only mentored him, but actually helped him get into power in the first place.
In the meantime, the failures of the government give the important impact toward the society, local municipal and the government.
About the housing should not be a social welfare. Maybe you can brief about that.
Many people look affordable housing as if it was a social welfare issue, as if the government should somehow subsidize house buying or house production. And we think that cannot be the case, because when you look at affordable housing, you're really looking at housing for 80% of the population. We can't be doing social welfare for 80% of the population. What we need to do is to make structural reforms in the industry so that house prices as a whole comes down. Now, obviously, for the very low income households, we may have to provide social housing. Many countries do that, and that will carry on. But we're not really talking here about social housing for the very low income population. We're talking housing for most people who have a good job, who have increasing household incomes, but still find it hard to buy a house.
So, what are the settlements should take into consideration from all these three parties? In my opinion, the best solution to mitigate the effects of the slum and squatters is conclusions of this video, we need to have a good governance in administrations and financial in our government. It is because it is responsible to protect the well-being of the citizens by providing the efficient and effective program as well as benefit to those who are really need it. That's all from me. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you and bye!